am getting rid of 4 horses and mules today. Time to cut back. Got too many. Part of it sometimes. I'm keeping what me and Cody want. And we're gonna ride a little bit and race a lot. I'll be back. Jason, Hollis Farms today. Got a lot going on. They back on the shop, starting on the inside. We'll kind of watch that. I hope I get time today. If not, I'll show you after a while what they got done today. Working on the inside of the shop. Decided to get down on the mules and horses, down on my numbers a little bit. Went and got Dodge. He's gonna ride with me. We are carrying the Crew Cab Polaris Ranger. That thing's a 2011 model. Got about 1,200 hours on it. Carried it, get it serviced, let a guy go over it real good before deer season gets here, because that thing gets to rolling here for long. And having some issues with my four-wheeler. That's an 0400 Sportsman. It's an 01 model. I'm not sure if it's in the carburetor, the fire, and I ain't sure what it is. It gets to cutting out a little bit on me, and while I'm carrying this Ranger, we just gonna drop the four-wheeler off and get it right, because I use it quite a bit checking fences, and sometimes I use it with my little trailer during deer season and getting the deer out of the woods. Just a little easier to drive it up in them hardwoods versus fooling with the Ranger. So a lot going on today, and we just really getting started, so it's gonna be a bunch today, and we'll be back. Let Dodge hang his head out the window a little bit. I get to go and I'll roll it up. I don't want him to jump out. He's just crazy enough, he might do that. He's a good one though. We're getting a little rain, y'all. We sure could use it. Be time to put some seed in the ground now. All right, y'all, it slowed down a little bit on the rain, and I think we're gonna get some more. Got a little water standing, hadn't had that in a while, but guys are gone for the day. Got the video of them just a little bit working today. Show y'all what they got done. Got a lot of the plywood done around. Started back fixing it. They thought they was gonna have to do some trimming at the top. They got it so tight, I told them they liable to do it, but I'm planning on them not doing any trimming. I mean, this is just a race car shop. Pretty bright in here. I'm gonna show you one thing they run up against, and I'll show you how they fixed it. Y'all see how that plywood is slid behind the joist there, or whatever you want to call it? Well, before, they already got that and trimmed. What they had to do, they may have one over here. Let's look. I'm trying to show y'all one that hadn't been done yet, but I believe they've already trimmed them all. They did. They have trimmed them all. What it was, let me climb up here on these 2x8s and I'm going to show y'all. I can see where they've ground right here. You see the shavings hanging off of it. When it was built just as a pole barn, this nearly hit that right here, and it would have stopped them from being able to slide this plywood. So they took a grinder, a cut-off blade or something, and trimmed all these where they'll just be able to slide this next piece past the beam there, and it'll look a little nicer and won't have to do so much cutting. And what they've been doing, see they got a blocking right here. They've been coming in here between the stud walls everywhere there's a joint and putting a block. See all the staples? So that plywood won't move. I mean, it's solid. We already talked about if we have a storm, this is gonna be the place to go. This is gonna be a storm shelter. They've got some, I'll go ahead and give you a future update, but I'll show you when they get done. They've got some little 1-bys here, and what their idea on that is, hadn't done any of it yet, no, not yet. They're gonna come in here around these doors and trim these doors out with them little 1-bys. It's gonna be just about too nice for me, but it's gonna be handy. I have to decide what kind of shelving I want to use on these walls. Don't know if I'll build anything to tie it to the wall. Probably not. Probably just go to Lowe's or somewhere and we'll have a shopping trip and get some of those shelves that you put together and maybe put a piece of plywood in there for the shelf itself or whatever. But they made pretty good progress. Just 2 guys down here today. The other guys that came the other day got it almost completely insulated, but up there they got, I mean, they covered some ground today to be doing trimming on that metal beams, putting all this plywood, and they had to cut. This slowed them down. They got the bottom done pretty quick, but as they got up here, they had to start doing some trimming around up there, but they gonna do it right, and it's gonna look nice. I just really like it, and ready to get some cars in here and get to work. What they decided to do, and I'll try to show y'all tomorrow before they get it covered up, they're gonna they still got plenty of insulation. What they're gonna do, they'll take it and just with a knife, cut them triangles out, fill in there, fill in these little spots here, and they'll be ready to roll. I believe if these roll-up doors don't give them a lot of trouble, it's not gonna be but a couple more days. And I told them we're gonna go ahead and hang. I hadn't got any mules and horses in here now. I had a little disposals get rid of sale today. We're gonna hang this gate back up here on the outside, and that way if I put more mules and horses out here in the future, which I probably will, if I want the doors to be rolled up while I'm working and the fans blowing, we can. And these doors, any roll-up door is not just as solid as a wall, so if a mule gets up here to pawing or kicking, we don't want to lose our door. Little update, I'm liking it. I'm excited. Very excited. All I'll have to do, and I'm liable to talk these guys into doing it if they happen to get through early one day, to fix that in since they're already here, just to get this process over with. Because I'm not a carpenter. I can do it, but I'm not a carpenter. But I'm happy. I'm thinking future. I can't tell yet. May end up with some lights. I'm really thinking about swapping these bulbs to LED and then seeing how that works. Just a little bit at a time, but boy, I'm excited. I know y'all can tell it. I like it. All right, y'all, just a little shop update today. Getting a little moisture in the ground, won't be long. We're gonna put that drill in the ground. We gotta get some seed in the ground coming up because deer season's getting close. But anyway, if y'all like our stuff, subscribe to us. Hollis Farms, hats, t-shirts, and stickers, hollisfarms.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.